Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the top that goes with the bloomer short set. Let's hop into the materials you're going to need. You're going to need 2 skeins of yarn, one for the primary color, one for the secondary color. You're also going to need darning needles, a tape measure, and scissors. And lastly, the hooks we're going to be using is a 4mm hook and a 4.5mm hook. And I'm still using Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn acrylic yarn. These are the key measurements that you're going to want to have. The first one is your rib to rib measurement. So you'll place the tape measure at the edge of where one bra cup would start. It'll go across your back to the other side where the edge of the other bra cup will begin. And your second measurement will be the mesh length. So you'll place the tape measure underneath your bust to where you want the mesh to fall. And that's how you'll get your mesh length. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is make a magic ring. And then we're going to chain up 3 within the magic ring. The chain 3 does count as a double crochet. So this will be 1 chain, and then 2 and 3, and then you're going to add 1 double crochet in the magic ring. That'll equal to 2 double crochets. Then you're going to chain up 1, add 2 more double crochets in the ring. You're going to want to repeat this pattern all the way around. 2 double crochets, chain 1, then 2 more double crochets for a total of 6 clusters, also known as 12 double crochets total for the entire first round. Alright, so once you make it to the end, you're going to want to tighten up your magic ring. As you can see here, I have 6 clusters. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to chain 1 and then slip stitch into the beginning. And then I'm going to cut and tie off my yarn, and I'm going to be getting my second color, and we're going to start with round 2. So for round 2, you're going to want to have your second color, and you're going to find a chain 1 space from the previous round and insert your yarn. Then you're going to chain up 2. The chain 2 counts as a double crochet. Then you're going to insert 1 double crochet within the same space, chain 1, and insert 2 more double crochets within the same space. Then you're going to chain up 1, and in the next space you're going to insert 2 double crochets. Then you're going to chain 1 and insert 2 more double crochets within the same space. And then you're going to chain 1 again and go in the next space doing the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets within the same space. You're going to repeat this pattern all the way around until you get to the end. So here I am at the end. I'm adding my final 2 double crochets. Then I'm going to chain 1 and slip stitch into the beginning chain. And this is how your work should be looking so far. You might want to pull the first round tighter to close that hole. But for the next round, we're going to be slip stitching into a chain 1 space between a cluster of double crochets. Then we're going to chain up 3. And then we're going to insert 6 more double crochets within that space. The chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so in total it'll be 7 double crochets within the chain 1 space. After inserting 7 double crochets, we're going to go in the next chain 1 space between the cluster of 4 double crochets and do the same thing. 7 double crochets, and then we'll go right into the next space after inserting 7 more double crochets, and we're going to repeat this all the way around until we get to the end. Once you get to the end of the round, you're going to slip stitch into the beginning chain, then you're going to chain 1, cut and tie off your yarn, and then we're going to move on to the next color for the next round. For the second round, we're going to count over 3 stitches within the cluster of 7, and in the 4th stitch, we're going to attach our second color, and then we're going to chain 1, and within the next 3 stitches, we're going to insert 1 single crochet. After putting in 3 single crochets, we're going to be inserting 1 loose single crochet within the next space underneath the 2 previous rows. Then we're going to continue across the cluster of 7, inserting 1 single crochet in each stitch. After inserting the last single crochet, we're going to do another loose single crochet up underneath the 3 last rows in that space area. And then we're going to continue putting 1 single crochet in each stitch across this next cluster of 7. After that final single crochet, we're going to do another loose single crochet, but only going up underneath the previous 2 rows. Then we're going to continue putting 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across this cluster, and we're going to repeat the loose single crochet after, but going up underneath the previous 3 rows. And then after that, it should be another cluster and then a single crochet going up underneath the previous 2 rows. We're going to repeat this all the way until we get to the end. Here we are at the end. I'm inserting my final single crochets. After the last single crochet, we're going to slip stitch into the very first chain 1. Then we're going to chain 1, cut and tie off our yarn, and then we're going to switch colors. With our second color, we're going to be going into a short single crochet that we did between the previous 2 rows, and we're going to chain up 4. This will count as the first treble crochet. Then we're going to insert and do another treble crochet. Then we're going to chain up 2 and put 2 more treble crochets within the same stitch. After that, we're going to be skipping the very next stitch, and then in the second stitch we're going to insert 1 double crochet. Then in the next stitch we're going to put 1 half double crochet. And then in the next 9 stitches we're going to insert 1 single crochet. After you put in 9 single crochets, we're then going to insert 1 half double crochet within the next stitch. Next we're going to put 1 double crochet, skipping the next stitch, then going into the short single crochet with 2 treble crochets. Then we're going to chain 2 and then put 2 more treble crochets within the same stitch. After your final treble crochet, we're going to skip the very next stitch and go into the second stitch with 1 double crochet. Then we're going to go into the next one with 1 half double crochet. Then we're going to insert 1 single crochet within the next 9 stitches. After inserting 9 single crochets, we're going to go into the next stitch with 1 half double crochet, and then in the next one with 1 double crochet. Skip the next stitch, and in the short single crochet we're going to insert 2 treble crochets, chain 2, and then 2 more treble crochets. Once you insert your final treble crochet, you'll skip the next stitch, going into the second one with 1 double crochet, then in the next one with 1 half double crochet, then 9 single crochets, then you'll do a half double crochet, a double crochet, and then skip the final stitch and we'll slip stitch into the very beginning. So here we are at the end. I'm inserting my final double crochet, and then I'm going to skip the last stitch, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the very beginning treble crochet. After slip stitching, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to cut and tie off my yarn. And this is how your bra cup should be looking so far. For this next row, this will be my final row. I'm a size small and I'm also in a B cup. I recommend that if you're like a C or above, to add another row or 2 of half double crochets until you get to your desired size before getting to this step. But if not, you're going to attach your yarn here, chain 1, and then we're going to insert 2 single crochets. And in the next stitch we're going to put 1 single crochet, then we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, And for the chain 2 spaces, I usually put 2 single crochets, but you're going to continue this all the way around until we get to the end. So here I am at the end. I'm adding my final 2 single crochets. After that, I'm going to slip stitch into the beginning, chain 1, then cut and tie off my yarn, and I'm going to repeat this same process for the second cup. So once you have your rib to rib measurement, you're going to want to take one of the bra cups and attach your yarn into one of the corners. After attaching your yarn, you're going to chain up a chain that can reach your rib to rib measurement when stretched. As you can see here, I'm just double checking my chain length by putting it against the tape measure and then stretching it up to the length where my rib to rib measurement is. Next thing you're going to want to do is grab your second bra cup and you're going to attach your yarn into one of the corners of that cup with a slip stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch all the way across the bottom of the cup. After you've attached your cups, your work should be looking something like this. Here you can see me at the end of my cup doing my final few slip stitches. Once you make it to the end, you're then going to want to chain up one and then turn your work. And we're going to be working one single crochet in each chain all the way across from one bra cup to the other. It can be a little tricky where you insert your hook for this first cup. I did a close-up here to kind of show you how I did mine, but again, you're just going to do one single crochet in each stitch all the way across until you get to the other side. So here I'm just inserting my final 2 single crochets. Once you've completed your last single crochet, you're going to chain one, turn your work, and then you're going to insert one single crochet into the same stitch. Then you're going to put one single crochet into each stitch all the way across. So here I am at the end of my row. You can see that our band looks slightly thicker, but after your last single crochet, we're going to chain one, and then we're going to switch hooks to our 4.5 mm hook, and we're going to change colors to our second color. We'll attach our yarn and then chain up two, Then we're going to turn our work. We're going to skip the first stitch and then we're going to do a double crochet into the second stitch. Then we're going to chain one, skip the next stitch, and go into the one after that with another double crochet. And we're going to repeat this all the way across, chaining one, skip a stitch, and then go into the next one with one double crochet. So here I am at the end, inserting my final double crochets. At the end of this row, I didn't have a stitch to skip, so I just went into the very last stitch and my top still came out fine. I noticed for other sizes it may differ and you may have a stitch that you can skip, but if not, then it's okay to go into the very last stitch. After inserting your last double crochet, we're going to be working one double crochet into each double crochet all the way across. So in this next one, we're putting a double crochet, then chaining one, and then going into the next one with one double crochet, and we'll repeat this all the way to the end. So here I am at the end of my row, inserting my final two double crochets. For the very last double crochet, you're going to want to go in the space between the previous two double crochets. Then you'll chain two, turn your work, and we're going to repeat this process for a total of 12 rows or until your desired mesh length. So every row is going to start with a chain two, then you'll double crochet into the very next double crochet, chaining one, and then repeating all the way across. So once you've finished all of your rows, your work should be looking something like this. We're now going to switch back to the 4mm hook in our original color. So once you've attached your other yarn color, you'll chain one, turn your work, and then you're going to insert one single crochet into the same stitch. Then you're going to put one single crochet into the chain one stitch next to it. And then you're going to put one single crochet into the next stitch, and you're going to repeat putting one single crochet into every stitch all the way across. So once you make it to the end of the row, you're going to insert two single crochets into the very last space, so not within the stitch but the space itself. Then you're going to chain one, turn your work, and insert another row of one single crochets into every stitch all the way across. Once you put in your final single crochets, you'll then chain one, cut, and tie off your yarn, and that'll complete the majority of the top. Now the only thing left to do is add the front ties and the neck ties. So here we are about to start the front ties. You're going to want to insert your yarn in between the two rows of single crochet that we did before starting the mesh. After attaching, you'll chain 1 and single crochet within the same space that we attached, and then we're going to chain up a chain that can be long enough to tie in the front. Usually I do about 45 chains for this. So once you've made 45 chains or your desired length, we're just going to slip stitch all the way back down the chain. So once you reach the end of your chain, you're going to flip your work, and then we're going to insert a slip stitch into the single crochet that we created. Then you'll cut and tie off your yarn, and that completes the first front tie. You'll repeat the same thing for the other side. After making your front ties, we're now going to be working on the neck ties. We'll be slip stitching into the center stitch at the top of our bra cups. So here I'm just inserting my hook into the middle stitch at the top. I'm going to chain 1, do 1 single crochet, and then chain up 65 for my size. I'm a size small. Once I make it to that length, I'm going to slip stitch back down to the bottom, slip stitch into the single crochet, and that'll complete the necktie. You're going to repeat this for both sides. Alright, this is how the finished top looks. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more.